particularly all those people who sent messages of comfort and support to my family and friends, and those who made public pleas for our safe return and for our lives. The leader of the Taliban, Hibatullah Akhundzada, and my Taliban guards were ordered to come and look after me. I don't hate them at all, and some of them I have great respect for and great love for almost. Some of them were so compassionate and such lovely, lovely people, and it really led me to think about, how did they end up like this? What has happened?
You feared for your life literally every day. But
Yes.
Was there one day you thought this is it?
On the 9th of April 2019, we were woken in the morning at around 2 a.m. and we were taken down into the tunnels. And we were told by our guards that it was Daesh. And I've since learned that I believe now that it was the Navy SEALs coming in to get us. And the moment that we got into the tunnels, we were just 1 or 2 meters underground. There was a huge bang at the front door. And that was whomever coming in, who we thought was Daesh at the time. And then our guards went up and there was a lot of machine gun fire. And they pushed me over the top into the tunnels and I fell down backwards and rolled and knocked myself out unconscious. The time that I spent as a hostage with the Taliban has had a profound and unimaginable effect on me. I struggle to find words to express just how completely this has changed me. At times I felt as if my death was imminent and that I would never return to see those that I loved again. But by the will of God, I am here. I am alive and I am safe and I am free. There's nothing else in the world that I need. I had hope all the time. I never ever gave up hope, and I think in that sort of situation that if you give up hope, there is very little left for you. So yeah, I had hope the whole time. I knew that I would leave that place eventually. Just took a little longer than I expected. For the majority of time I was treated as well as could be expected under the conditions I was under. We were kept in very remote locations. We had no access to proper medical treatment. At times, food was not a lot of variety on the menu. And I think also because we're in such tiny cells, there were no windows. There were, at times we spent long periods in the dark. That was quite difficult. We were taken out in the morning and we were driven to the location where they handed us over. And the Taliban all changed out of their civilian clothes into military uniforms, into khaki fatigues. And we stood around for a while and they took some video of us and they gave us, some of the guards gave me hugs and said, this is your recovery, you're going home to see your family. And I had a very good relationship with some of them, and I learnt Pashto, so I spoke with them. And then finally they got the intel that the helicopters were coming in, and so we had 2 soldiers flanking either of us, and we stood there, and then I saw them flying across perfectly parallel and at the exact same distance the whole time, and that was, such professionals. And they landed away from where the Taliban actually wanted them to land because they had cameras and everything set up. So, and then the guards or the soldiers walked us towards, and out of a big dust cloud came, I think it was 6 special forces, and they walked towards us, and then one of them stepped towards me and he just put his arm around me and he held me and he said, "Are you okay?" And then he walked me back to the Black Hawk, and the rotors are really loud. And until then, I'd spent 3 years hiding underground every time I heard these helicopters. So it was difficult to walk under them, but I knew it was the only way out. So I just held on to him and I did it.